This is the inside of the new Beverly Cinema. The screen's a little smaller than I would prefer, but that's okay.
Comes out every 3 years or so. We try to make it a special experience here you can't get anywhere else. So we've got a number of things we've done here to kind of make this a special experience that other theaters can't necessarily recreate. We've tried to make this an immersive experience, so while you folks are here watching the movie at this theater, you kind of feel like you're back 50 years in 1969. A number of things help with that. First off, this theater has been here since that time period. It still has kind of a vintage look. If you look around you, a lot of us who are a little bit older might remember theaters used to all look like this at one point. We've also got some original props and decorations that we used in the filming of the film about here. In the theater itself, we've got some original Rick Dalton posters in the back that we used in the film. We've got some stuff spread out in the lobby. You might have noticed too, some original props from the film out in the lobby. We've also got some various collectibles out there we picked up on eBay before the film came out and the prices shut up. We've got some original Lancer comic books out there and Hopalong Cassidy mugs and things of that sort. We've also, out in the concession stand, for those who were around back in 1969 might have noticed that all of the candy that we have in our candy case displayed in the concession stand, all the bottled sodas we're selling right now are all products that existed back in 1969. We brought back a few types of candies you don't normally see in concession stands or candy stores nowadays, including some things like candy cigarettes that are kind of, taboo at this point. So we kind of bring us back to 1969. There's a lot of smoking in this film, so we figured we'd bring in some candy cigarettes. We've also, as you came in here, had a little pre-show for you here. We normally play entrance music when you come in the theater. Instead of playing some music from a movie soundtrack, what we had there, that's an original KHJ Boss Radio sound check from February of 1969 when this film opened. That's a 1-hour sound check with the KHJ DJ Charlie Tuna, kind of bring you back to 1969 with that there also. And also another key element of making you feel like it's 1969 in here, I always tell everybody, no cell phone use in the theater whatsoever. There were no cell phones being used in theaters back in 1969. That's a policy we always have here, but extra special to keep in mind tonight. No cell phone use in the theater whatsoever. And since nowadays people also have some of these large, obnoxious smartwatches that light up every time you move your arm, if you have one of those smartwatches, maybe put it into theater mode for tonight. And other than that, because this is Quentin's theater, we do show everything here on 35mm. We only show film in this theater. We've drawn a line in the sand against digital, so we are going to be the last ones probably in the world kind of drawing that line, but we are only film here. And in addition, we have a lot of film we collect here too and things over the years. So Quentin put together a special pre-show for this. He does most of the programming here at the theater, and for this film we put together the pre-show. So we've got beforehand, we've got a couple of short films for you before the feature film, and these are some things that are using footage that was shot for the feature but not used. We've been changing these out every month or so. We've done different things. In the first month it was open, we had an extended scene from Lancer. The second month we had it here, we had an extended scene from Bounty Law, I think it was, maybe it was reversed. And those of you who have seen the film already, you'll recognize the extended scene we're opening the show with tonight. We've also got some other special little short things he put together. And we've got 3 vintage trailers playing before the film. And these are trailers of films that are closely connected to the feature itself, and kind of, again, to bring you back to 1969. So we've got a special show here. If you've never been here before, I know we're getting a lot of first-timers or out-of-towners. If you've never been here before, we are typically a repertory theater. We normally show classic films. Quentin does about 90% of the programming here, so if you do grab a calendar outside, check out everything else we're doing this month. It's kind of a peek into his brain instead of like film school here. You can get a look at a lot of things that influence his films. And this month, other than showing this film on the weekends, we are paying tribute to somebody who was a good friend to Quentin Tarantino, and he was also a good friend to many of us at the theater over the years. So we're paying tribute this month to Robert Forster, who passed away recently, probably known to a lot of people as the star of Jackie Brown, but he has a very long and varied career going back 60 years. We're showing a wide variety of films from his career this month. We've got coming up on Monday, for one night only, very, very rare screenings of The Stalking Moon and Pieces of Dreams. Coming up on Tuesday, we've got The Black Hole with Supernova. And then on Wednesday and Thursday, we have an absolutely spectacular, mostly late 70s and 80s action exploitation triple feature. If you guys like revenge movies, things in the Death Wish kind of theme, highly recommend Vigilante, playing next week, Wednesday and Thursday. Vigilante is one of the most satisfying audience films you will ever see in a theater. So definitely grab a calendar, check out some other stuff. Other than that, cell phones off as we enjoy Once Upon a Time in Hollywood in glorious 35mm.
Speaking on behalf of Red Apple cigarettes, now I smoke Red Apples, been smoking them for years, but since the Red Apple Tobacco Company's been around since 1862, you'll see Jake Cahill smoke Red Apple too.
Well, that was quite a show. It was very strange seeing the film within hours of having been to Cielo Drive and the Spawns Ranch. I mean, that was really weird. I'm glad I did it. It's about 10:35 p.m. and now I have to race over to LAX and catch my flight home.